What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, turn on post notifications. But we are going to get into this video here. And this is just what I think overall of using the 50 cal BMG over the past 3 days. I've used them on the busiest days of the week, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I've gone through all types of different textures of hair. And I'm gonna let you guys know what I do and don't like about the clipper, the pros and cons. But let's get to this video.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
All right, for this video, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cons of the clipper, the things that I don't like about it. I'm gonna be reaching, very hard for things that I don't like, simply for the fact being that this is a great clipper. I'm gonna, go out on a limb and say this is the best clipper that I've used this year. And that's saying a lot, especially coming from, somebody who uses Wall and Babyliss. But this right here is just something different. It's something newer. It's just a clipper company just going in a different direction and innovating in the game, which is something that I really like. Like I said, I've never used a Caliber Clipper before. I never used a Caliber product in my life. So this was the first actual product I have used from them, and this is the 50 cal BMG. Like I said, what I didn't like was the faceplate, the shiny faceplates that they come with. I'm more of, I like the matte color of things. You see fingerprints and different markings on the glossy black color. Another thing that I didn't like I said, it's gonna sound like I'm reaching for things not to like, but the other thing that I really didn't like is just the placement of your power button. When I was cutting, I just found myself accidentally hitting the power button every so often. The other thing that I didn't like was the guard system that they have for this clipper. I'm so used to the Wall system and the integrity of the Wall plastic. These clippers come with the single magnetic guards. The plastic on those guards is a lot more flimsier than Wall premium guards, and the Wall premium guards are what I usually use. So I'm so used to the back of the guard clipping onto the back of the blade. The magnet, it just seemed like it wasn't secure. I mean, it does stay on there, but in my mind, if I don't hear that clip, I'm not thinking that it's secure. And the plastic overall just seemed a little too flimsy to me. And for the Wall guards, like I said, I'm just so used to the half guard, 1.5 guard, and just using that system to cut. So those are the three things that I did not like about the clippers. So that's the placement of the power button, the gloss face plates that they come with, and also the single magnetic guards that it comes with. Now, onto the things that I do like, the pros of the clipper. Like I said, this is a 10,000 SPM clipper. It's very high powered, and for being as highly powered as it is an extremely light clipper to use. It's not very heavy like your Masters or your Seniors. It might be a little bit lighter than the Seniors, I'd say, but overall I like the shape of the clipper. It's different than what you see out there in the market right now. I like the style that they were going for, keeping everything black on black, black blade, black lever. I like the aesthetics of everything on the side. It just looks very tactical, which is something that, I really enjoy seeing in a clipper. Now I've seen the different names for the clippers they have. I think it's cool how they're going off of, ammunition calibers for their clippers. So I think that's a pretty dope concept, pretty dope idea. I did enjoy the fade blade. I don't use the fade blade regularly. I have a taper blade on my Seniors, and taper blade is genuinely what I use, but I really did enjoy this fade blade. I did use the taper blade as well, but I wanted to keep the fade blade on there for the majority of the time that I was cutting with these clippers, because I just wanted to try something different, get out of my comfort zone with the taper blade. Now, the other thing that I did like about this clipper as well is the click lever. I really enjoyed that click lever system. It sounds cool, and also it helps you to stay within your system. You won't get too lost, because in my head, I'm like, all right, 1 click, 2 click, 3 clicks. You're thinking how much you need to open that lever as you're fading up. So I think that the click lever on this clipper, it was really dope. It has a lot of torque, and it chops through bulk like crazy. It fades well. I went through every type of texture of hair you could think of. I've cut, with these clippers, I cut Asian hair, I cut Native American hair, I've cut Mexican hair, I've cut black hair, I've cut every hair texture with these clippers, and every cut that I did came out icy. I can't say that there's really anything that I'm displeased with. I did not zero gap the blade. It is set fairly close, but it's not completely zero gapped. I don't know if you can see that there. But for not being zero gapped, it was able to transition from the trimmer length up to the clipper closed, lever closed. So that was nice. And just overall, this is just a great clipper. I highly suggest that you cop the clipper. The price range is not bad at all. I know when it had first dropped on the Caliber website, it was like $195 with some change. So after taxes, you might be looking at like $210, $215. But right now, I've seen on different barber supply websites, they are selling the clipper. The cheapest I've seen was $165. And for $165, this clipper is extremely worth it. I would definitely suggest anybody getting this clipper. You know, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been cutting for a while, whether you've been cutting for a long time, this is just something that you could add to your arsenal and it will stay at your station. The other thing that I did like about this clipper is the fact that it came with a charging dock. I think that's pretty dope. I have the 245 power mat, and so majority of my clippers do have a power clip, but this clipper doesn't have a power clip out for it yet. 245 hasn't made that, so having a actual dock just makes life a lot easier. It just helps you from having to plug and unplug the clipper throughout the duration of your day. All you gotta do is cut and then sit it on the stand, cut, sit it on the stand. And the runtime on this was 3 hours, charging time an hour and a half, which is really good. And for as much power as they're putting out and have a turnaround on your charge to runtime, that's phenomenal in my opinion. I was really reaching for things not to like about this clipper. There was only a few things that I didn't like, and that was just basically the guards, also the placement of the power button and the face plates. But those are all just minute things when it comes to the actual power of the clipper, the actual performance behind it. But other than that, that'll conclude it for this video. So like I said, this clipper is a definite cop. Go and get you the Caliber 50 Cal BMG and you will not be disappointed. I guarantee you won't. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, turn on your post notifications. Until next time, God bless.